Hey guys, Vite here at Blueberry Hill. So it's August the 10th. I spent all morning bidding on a blasting job I have to do, a big building. And then I went to go get some fascia boards, 1x6s that go on all the perimeters of the roof. We had good news from yesterday. Job called and he actually said they're gonna start the roof Monday. Weather looks really good, so I don't see any reason why that wouldn't happen. I'm still trying to get the trailer for the metal building to get out of the driveway, Austin, and bring it here. We're slated to do it. We were slated Thursday, now it's Friday, so hopefully that happens. It should take us like 3 trips total, I believe, and then we should have the entire building here, but we'll see how easy that goes. We're gonna rent a 40-foot trailer to do that and hopefully knock it out. Anyway, today what I'm doing, I'm putting a hole in our good roof for the chimney. So I'm gonna make the hole, put the piping through it, put the cap on, and then I'm gonna build a structure around there to make sure I do everything according to the dimensions. I'll put the cap on, after I make the frame, but the cap's gonna be there as a guide for the dimension of the chimney. It's roughly, I think it's like 2 foot by 2 foot, and of course our pitch is 212, so I'm gonna have to pitch the boards, blah blah blah. Should be fairly easy. It's just 4 corners, not much structural stuff there, but I want to make sure that I get the hole centered for the piping, and then leave 2 inches around the piping according to the directions for the chimney flute itself. And then I do have an attic spacer, metal, that you clamp on 2 inches away from the chimney itself to give you more airflow through there so things don't get hot in the wrong places. Anyway, let's knock this out. I'm going to switch time lapse and carry on. See you in a bit. So here I'm trying to find the center for the chimney, which I drill a hole through the perfectly good roof, and hope it matches where I needed it to be. So I went up on top, started making smaller holes with the Sawzall, and then I kind of measured around. The chimney piping itself is 13 inches diameter. We have to go about 17 inches all around to make room for air and stuff like that, make it safe. So here I'm measuring that out, and I'm just going to cut it out freehand. And one of the beams, you'll see the 2x12 right there. I'll cut that out in a second and call it good. The beam is actually supported by the framing of the chimney on the bottom side, so it didn't seem like I needed to do anything else. I might put supports in there, might not. It didn't look like it did anything. So anyway, there's not much on the roof, right? It's just sheathing and stuff. So, well, there you go. Chimney hole. Cool. Now it's time to put the pipes in place. It's pipe in a pipe. They kind of snap together, and then they lock. You cannot take them apart once they lock in. They have these little perforations on the side. Once you lock them in, they kind of bite into each other. Here I'm starting to do the framing for the chimney. It's a very small chimney. Just making it big enough to make it look decent and actually support the top chimney casing that we've got. It's roughly, I believe it's like 21 inches square. So I'm making a chimney that's a little bigger than that. It's about 30 inches, 31 inches. And I'm just doing a real rough framing here, and then we're going to zip sheet it and call it good. I did make one mistake. You see how tall it is right there, and I measured that on the ground. I sheathed everything, and then you'll see me put the top on, and it's 6 inches shy. I have no idea what I was looking at. But anyway, I raised it to 7 inches just to make sure, and then Angie and I put the cap on the very next day and called it good. And we pretty much finished it up. I can take it apart if I need to, but I'm just going to leave it alone. But here's some using, these are all leftover zip sheeting that we had from doing the walls. So I'm trying to make use of what we got. And I mean, I don't care if I slice it together with small pieces or not. It's all good. There you go. There's my little mistake. 6 inches shy. Kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. So I made a little pony walls, 7 inches roughly up, and there you go. And everything matched up and was good to go. Just took a little 45 minutes extra. So, but regardless, so I put it on there. The weather was good, so I wasn't worried about rain. Angie and I capped it the next day. So we made use of that. It was a little bit messy because I did have a problem trying to put the case top on and then insert that the top piece. You'll see that in the video. But anyway, easy peasy, got a chimney. We're very excited about trying it out. Hey, that was easy, right? Yeah, well, measure twice, cut once. You saw me add an extension to the stupid thing. I mismeasured. I measured it on the ground on a spare piece of pipe, a chimney flute that I got, but apparently I did it not right. So I made the first one a little bit too low. I added another 7 inches to it, and that's within the guidelines of the top slipping over it. And then I'm gonna have to make a metal, they call it a case top. It's a little flange in it for water diversion. I didn't buy that because they make them all really weird sizes, so I'm gonna make it. I have some aluminum sheet in the shop. I might use that because I have it. People use stainless, tin, whatever the case may be. Aluminum should be just fine. It won't, I mean, I don't know if it'll paint very well, but it will be substantial. Anyway, that was it. So took a little longer. It's about 5:30, I guess, but I'm done, and it's awfully really nice up here. So the breeze is going. I had to put this thing on so my head wouldn't fly off. It doesn't feel as hot as it is, but it's still very hot. I'm drinking a ton of water, and it's just coming at me. So anyway, we're done. I'm gonna get the top, just put it on temporarily, screw it down, so we don't get water in there. We're not supposed to get any rain for the next few days, so it shouldn't be an issue, but I'm still gonna do it just so we can not get a ton of water in the house if something happens. But anyway, well, that was it. We'll talk at you later. This is August 11th, so I'm trying to make use of the first parts of the building we got from the driveway from Bill. I'm actually putting drip edge along the edge of the chimney first, and then I'm going to make a case top. And the case top is basically a flat piece of metal with edges rolled over, and like a 2-inch rise in the middle so water can't get into the chimney side. They have water diversions on these things, but they make very weird sized chimney tops, so I decided to just make it. I had some aluminum sheeting, and after I did the drip edge here, I measured everything out, make sure I was going to do the right case top, and then I built it in the garage. And first time sliced it on there, it fit like a glove. The only thing I didn't account for, when I put the top on, I made this top with a basically pie cuts, and 1 or 2 of them were sticking a little bit to the inside, and when we tried to put the top case on, it got hung up on them. I didn't realize that until later on after a little bit of frustration, but anyway, I figured it out. Here we put it on, we thought we're good, and then when we tried to put the top on, it wouldn't sit down in there. It was like an inch shy. But here's Angie. She's taking all the aluminum comes with a protective coating on there. Here you see me putting it's the same sealer we use for the windows, and basically I just spooge it on all the cracks. And this should not have too much water on it because there's water flow coming off the case top itself. But anyway, Angie's having fun trying to peel the plastic off, and I'm getting ready to put a little bit of spooge on underneath the case top, and then we make it really pretty, and now ta-da, it won't sit down. So it was really frustrating. Yeah, I was trying to push it on, it wasn't happening, and then next thing you know, I had to figure it out. I couldn't figure out why the pie slice was not pulling it on. You see me trying real hard. There was no way it was going to sit down. The pie slices I did a couple of screws in there, and then I thought the diameter was wrong, so I hammered it out a little bit. That didn't work. Meanwhile, we're getting all nasty with the black silicone, and I had to get another tube of spooge so I could reseal the damage I did with the hammer. Put it back on, still doesn't fit. So it was frustrating as hell. So after a little while, I figured out. See, I'm hammering the inside pie slices out a little bit, because there's 3 pipes on the chimney top. The inside ones, of course, are for the heat, and the outside one is for water control. And that was sitting on one of the pie slices where I screwed parts together. I should have taken a little video of that, but I didn't. It was just frustrating, and anyway, we got it. So cool there. I screwed everything down, and I put a little spooge on the screws for water. Not sure that was really necessary, but there it is. Wow, well that was fun, huh? So I'm probably going to clip out some of the bad parts of the video. I made recesses, I made the cover, and I basically cut pies and then bent them up. And the reason that wouldn't go down was because the inside, there's 3 layers of tubing, and the outside one was resting on the inside of my little pie pieces. I put a strip in there, screwed them together, and then some of them kind of bent a little inwards, so the outside pipe was resting on the little pie pieces and wouldn't go down. So it took me a while to figure out why I wasn't doing that. I thought it was the wood, but that didn't make sense because it was in there before. But anyway, got it done. So